All right. Hey, peeps. Hope everyone is doing okay today. Hope everybody's doing good. Wednesdays.
That's you, pagan.
Hey, how's it going, Miss Cyclist? How are you doing?
I'm. Oh, thanks for this. Thanks for the follow, Weezo.
Cool. Weezo was watching Faithful earlier. Hey, Weezo.
Yeah.
Pull up my favorites. I want to pull up your channel too, so I can monitor it with you. There we go. What you up to, Miss Cyclist?
I'm out doing some engineering material grinding. I'm down to only needing 6 things for my new ship.
Cool.
So I'm getting there.
Making progress. I think I'm gonna go shoot space turds.
You shoot space turds a lot, just saying.
It's one of the things I do to chill after a stressful day.
Oh, I took a 4-hour nap today, so yeah, I get it.
Wow. I trade you.
No, you wouldn't.
I would a 4-hour nap? Come on.
Oh, where's it at? No. You really wouldn't.
No, it's fine. I get it.
Here after a while, I'll send you
Yep. Hey, Young. How are you doing? Young, I do not have a custom greeting sound file for you. We need to fix that, buddy. I need you to send me a sound clip that is within the Twitch terms of service. It needs to be about 15 seconds or shorter.
Ready to jump? Join me. And together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, well...
That's fine. I'm waiting for voice attack to shut up. And we can play
All right,
that...
give me a shout if you need me.
Wow, Kate, really? Wow. We can use that whenever you join the channel. It will play your sound clip. Very spiffy. Very nice. Yeah, you need to send me something, buddy.
Looks like we may be jumping the carrier to different systems. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, these are the names... Here, get my ship stopped. These are the names of the points of interest in the system I'm in. Combat Aftermath, Distress Call, Checkpoint.
You can send it to me through Discord, Young. That ought to be perfectly fine. As long as it's an MP3 or WAV, we'll be fine with that. I can convert it in MP4, but I'm only looking for the sound clip. 15 seconds or less. Swearing is fine. As long as it's within the Twitch terms of service. Try not to make it a sound, like a music. Try not to make it like a clip of a song, so I don't get a copyright strike, okay? Young, if you've got one in mind, send it to me. We can play it and do a test. Just looking for my overlaps.
So, Jack, so that you're aware of what I'm doing, because I know you understand. Not that anyone else does, but I know you do. Because you linked it. I am after pharmaceutical isolators, which are in Independence or Alliance outbreak systems. Cool. So it might be wise for me to grab out my Anaconda And
Young, how was your Wednesday? Was it doing okay?
hard to find. Yeah. Let's go play for a little while then. Because I'll probably be up late.
Alright, so let's try it again. I'm looking for my overlap. Where is my overlap? Platinum. There it is. You tried playing Space Engineers? Okay. I haven't tried that yet. I think that's going to be one of those things I play when I've got someone to guide me through it. Probably, you know, one of you peeps. And on a day that I'm not already stressed. It was a very, very busy Wednesday. Very busy indeed.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That looks like the one I want. Use.
Dogs? What do you mean dogs, Young? Are you dog sitting? Oh my god. 6 at a time? Ooh.
Six puppies?
6 dogs,
Oh.
apparently.
They're puppies. They're not dogs. They're puppies.
Uh-huh.
Cat person.
He didn't say puppies. He said dogs. Are they young dogs? Young? Are they young dogs young? SE. Okay. I feel like I'm missing vital information to understand that statement. Prosodium. No, thank you. We're feeling quite snobby tonight. Only platinum, please. Uh, 10%. Yeah.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming input.
We're gonna shoot it anyway.
So I took a week off vacation.
So
Yep, you took a week off vacation.
Or it took off. I took a week off work for vacation. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
So I don't have to go to work again until a week from Sunday.
Wow.
And I didn't work today either.
I've got... Oh, shit. I've got vacation time stored up. I could be burning that up.
vacation time, what's that?
Right?
But to answer your question previously, I'm not sure how delayed pitching is.
Alright, you get loud and you get soft, buddy. What was it?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Not sure how delayed
And then you got soft again.
is.
What the...
Hello?
Hi, just a second. Let me raise your volume up, because I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. Your volume's good, and then your volume goes soft. And then your volume's good, then your volume goes soft. Let's try it again. I got you boosted to 110%, sir.
Max power!
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Okay. The
I
downside of my
limited power!
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. What I was saying was... Oh yeah, dogs. So in Space Engineers, there's these wolves that will attack you.
Okay.
You can kill them, and they give you resources. Like little bitty resources, like 20 bits of one item.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, when you're trying to do stuff, those dogs can be rather annoying.
Okay.
And I had 6 of them at a time trying to eat me.
Cool.
So that's where the 6 came, and the dogs.
Okay. I thought maybe you were dog sitting somebody.
Nah. Not today.
Gotcha. I understand a little better now.
I'm glad we all can come to a mutual understanding. Right now, I am currently playing Space Engineer, or not Space, Prison Architect.
Yep.
And I have not played this game in about a year. So I'm essentially trying to break myself back into it. It's a fun game. You can kind of get lost in this thing for hours. But then again, that's like any game that you really enjoy.
All right. Thought I heard just somebody. Nope, guess not.
Do what?
Hey, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Oh my God, Ron! I tried to.
How are your
earlier.
cats?
Finally, a decent plant rock.
What is y'all up to?
Hey, shooting space rocks.
I'm doing right now. I'm doing some pew pews, and doing engineering material grind.
Playing a different game other than Space Engineers. Playing a prison game.
I was watching somebody play that on stream. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember.
I thought about streaming it, but then I was like, no.
Well, the current hubbub is that Twitch is considering making some significant changes to their partnering program. And if the rumored changes take effect, it's going to alienate a lot of streamers, and I suspect a lot of viewers. We'll see. It's all rumor at this point.
I would like to know.
Well, people are referencing an article in Bloomberg where Twitch had stated that they were considering making some changes to their partnering program, and that partners would no longer get 70% of the sub revenues. They would get 50%. Increased incentives for running ads on streams, and there was a few other little things. But my worry is that if they reduce partners to getting 50%, what are your affiliates going to get? Are they going to get knocked down to like 20%?
Right.
Hey, I'm going to try to pronounce your name, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to buck it up. Thesiang? A Thesiang god? The Asian god. Cool. Nice handle. Nice to see you, the Asian god. I can fly in third person if I so choose. It's far less immersive. There's a button that you can do right here. I can fly in third person this way.
Hey, you don't like it because everybody gets to see his big butt.
Absolutely, I don't want to show off my big ass. Look at that junk in that trunk. That's a big junky trunk.
Are you in your anaconda?
I am. I'm in my anaconda.
That's funny.
I like your handle, the Asian god, by the way.
I just look down and see that Claire Burr is playing Farm Simulator 22. That just struck me as funny.
I mean, I heard that's a really chill game.
I just can't see Claire as a farmer, though.
Kind of like Power Wash Sim. It's just really...
Yeah. Asian God, you can do that. There's a keybind that you can push to use your camera suite. Let me go into the options and I'll show you. Controls. Camera suite. Here we are. So there are buttons you can use to toggle your camera suite. And then, of course, you would have to set it up so that your camera's locked relative to your ship. So, yeah, you can totally do that right in here. And there was a button I used to toggle those. I don't remember what they are now. So, like, if I push up on my hat, then I'm in third-person view. And I can go numpad 0 and I'm in free camera. And I could do something like this. Right there. And then that would allow me to drive like this. So, as long as you know your controls, you could totally fly like this. See? But you're just going to have to kind of know where you're going.
Programming limpet drone.
So, by memory, that I should have the limpet targeted. I do. Good. Nice. So, totally doable. You're going to have some disadvantages flying in third person, though. Like your targeting and stuff like that. That's going to suck. But totally doable. Let's just shoot this one with a limpet. Find out what it is. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help out. You play on console or you play Xbox or? We're going to shoot this 51 percentile. Then we're going to move on. Oh, Discord.
I know this is a slow way to do it, but I don't need all the other crap that's out here.
Yeah, yeah, okay, PS4. The camera suite in Elite Dangerous is really, really cool because you can completely disconnect yourself from the camera. I like to do that sometimes when I use auto dock to land on the carrier or land in the station. I'll engage auto dock and then I'll hit the keybinds to disconnect my camera so the camera stays in position, but the ship flies off and goes through the mail slot. It looks pretty cool, actually. I mean, I wouldn't want to try to fly like that, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's really nice when you're streaming because then it gives somebody, a different perspective for the viewer to look at, rather than just like, oh, look, it's the nose of a ship.
Well, shouldn't have ended up here in the first place. Sorry, not sorry.
Thanks for the follow.
We're going need a bigger place.
Appreciate that. Welcome to the squadron.
You should create that as a sound file.
I'm coming up with something. I'm going to take some time with... I don't want to use HCS's sound files for it. So I will use some from games and maybe even text-to-speech and come up with something cool for that.
Okay.
New channel point rewards, by the way. I've been adding them back in slowly but surely.
I am really trying to get that freaking...
Are we?
That's
Pagan.
Wait,
Sorry,
no,
sorry
fine.
to interrupt, Nathan.
You're fine.
Remember, okay, you know how like 2 weeks ago I had all those issues with the Phantom power supply delivery?
Yeah.
The first one that I originally ordered that I was told to keep if it showed up yesterday.
Well, that's awesome. You've got a backup in case something happens to the primary.
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Yeah. I opened it up. It's got the exact same thing in it as the first one had.
Nice. A phantom power injector, a spare one's always a good thing to have. I've got one on my desk that I don't even use anymore because I'm using the USB mixer now and it has phantom power injection. So, if I need it, all I've got to do is quickly plug over and go.
Yeah, for me it would be mic in, mic out, and power. I would be up and running again just that quick.
Check, check, check. Boom. At the very least, you've got a spare brick for it in case something happens.
Right.
It's cool. And Miss Cyclist, I still don't have a sound file for you, so I kind of winged it. I come up with my own.
I know. I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to play.
Hey, Johnny. See, there you go.
There was this robot in the 80s called Johnny 5. Very cool. You know him by chance?
Jump over there and listen to that real quick. Chat.
Johnny just redeemed. Surprise, motherfucker!
Steam just told me you're playing Elite Dangerous, and I thought you've been playing for a little while.
I've had it load up and ready to rock and roll for about 25-30 minutes. I'm on a lower priority list. Oh, wow, you're giving the kitties treats already, huh? I think Mommy has them in the kitchen.
Will you help me hide a body?
I think Mommy has them in the kitchen doing wet food, so when they come in, I'll give them treats, Johnny. Okay, well, Mommy says shape the treat jar. They might come running, so we'll see.
Is there ever such thing as too many treats?
You like your sound there, Johnny? Oh, Badass just came. Come on, Badass. Come on up here. Up here. You know the deal. At least one of you has to be on camera for your kitty treaties.
All right, chat.
Milky Nose. Milky. Sneakers. Magsy Wags. Nobody else wants treats? God, you guys suck.
All right, I'm going to deafen
How many
Discord
cats
for a minute.
do you have?
Too many.
I thought you only had 3. I heard 4 names.
No. There's more than 4. You guys only ever see 4.
Oh, God.
We have older cats that we keep segregated because Boots is twice the size. Nigel is 13 years old and has problems walking. So if Boots and Nigel were to meet each other without a controlled environment, one of them's going to die.
Wait, you said Boots is how big?
Boots is 20-something pounds, and Nigel weighs probably all above 9. And Nigel is he's 13 years old and has problems walking. So he can't, his front paws work great, his back paws barely work. So if Boots were to attack him, Nigel's going to die. And I don't want that, so I keep them segregated. Sometimes I'll pull Nigel out. They've got their own room. Trust me, these cats have their own room. There's your sound file, Miss Cyclist. So
can I become one of Pagan's cats? Seems like
right.
Free food, free housing.
Okay, Snickers gets her
all
treats
the
too.
time.
I've often said that if I died, I want to be reincarnated as a cat in Mrs. B's house. That would be the life of Riley.
You got the better gig. You're her husband.
Yeah, but I don't get to sit on the couch all day and eat food.
True.
I mean, I don't have to poop in a box, so there is that.
I don't think you want to, trust me.
I don't want to poop in a box. Go ahead.
You poop in a bowl.
That's true. I do poop in a bowl.
Oh, God.
Johnny, there's an issue with the kitty cam. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it.
Boots gets no more treats tonight. He's told Snickers.
Okay. Well, when I plugged it in to use it, OBS wouldn't activate the camera. I could only get it working in Logitech's proprietary software. OBS wouldn't use it. The Windows camera service wouldn't use it, so there's something wrong. It's going to have to be returned, I think. So, kitty cam no worky.
No.
I know it's a kitty cam channel with no working. Well, there's a kitty cam over here, but they don't want to come over here and hang out.
I mean, nobody wants to see you and the kittens. We just want to see the kittens.
I know. That's actually more true than people may realize.
What? That we just want to see the kittens?
There have been days I've streamed with a migraine with no camera on me, just on the cats, and people have been good with it. They come on the stream and okay, that's fine. I'm completely. Ron can back me up. There have been days I've streamed without a cam on me because of a migraine, and they're like, "Oh, the cats are here. The cats get treats, and the viewership is almost as high." And yeah.
Now, when you stream with you, what is the difference? Like, is there a light shining on your face?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a bright light right up here, shining right down to my eyeballs.
Ah.
That's when I have a migraine. That's no bueno.
Yeah, no, that was me. I think it was the day before. What's today?
Oh, there's Boots. We got a cat. There's Boots.
That was me yesterday. I had a migraine for a day and a half. It was horrible.
There you go, Johnny. There's your kitty. So I have to come up with my own little sound file, I guess, for... Hold on a minute. What? Ah. I'm done. Really? Please.
I think I have everything.
Go.
Come on, Milky. Come here, baby. Milky, come on.
Anybody want a cat?
I'm a dog person.
Come here, baby.
Okay, please.
Trying to get Milky.
Yeah, I know.
She's on the floor.
I actually thought about getting a pig.
Be seeing.
Ron has a pig.
Ron, you have a pig?
Babysit one.
How is that?
Great with a side of eggs.
Oh gosh.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Pig's cute as hell.
I mean,
It's precious now, but I mean, eventually it's gonna be 150 pounds.
Right.
Oh, wow.
At that point, it's just like, okay, we have bacon. But I mean, that's morbid. But I heard pigs were actually really smart.
They are. Super smart.
Unfortunately, they will eat anything, so you kind of have to watch what's around.
I'm kind of busy right now.
As a piglet, it's awesome, but I couldn't see having one at 150 pounds.
Right.
But then again, we've had a mastiff in our house, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are gentle giants.
Yep.
Emphasis on giant. Super grand.
The only thing you got to watch with mastiffs is they're very protective of their family and their property. So you don't you don't intrude.
Yeah.
They might be, like I said, they might be gentle giants, but if you're unwelcome, they're not so gentle.
So they're not going to look you to death.
If you're invited in, yeah, they will. But if you're not invited in, no, not at all.
Noted. But I will keep that in mind.
Oh God.
Aren't mastiffs huge? I just thought about that. Like, wait a second.
Yes, they are. Depending on which breed of mastiff you're considering or looking at, they can get up to 180 pounds, possibly 200.
Okay, I got a problem with a dog being about the same size.
Hey, Faithful, how are you doing? Nice stream tonight. I caught part of it while we were out and about. We were door dashing tonight, and I caught part of your stream.
I've actually seen one in person at a outdoor shopping center here in town, and he was super friendly. I mean, but he was head to butt. He was probably 5 or 6 feet long, and at shoulder height, he was probably 2 to 2.5. Yeah, about 2.5 or 3 feet rather tall at the shoulders.
Jeez.
In a smoother stream and some really good clips. Nice. Clips are awesome. Clips allow us to do all kinds of cool stuff. So, like, we can do something like... We can give you shout-outs if you have clips in your stream. And it plays a recent clip.
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Really?
There you go.
Hey Yoey. Are we the dreamer, or the dream?
There's part of one of your clips. I don't know why it's doing 2 of them, but it's doing 2 of them. What the fuck? He said, over?
Now see, Nathan, that tells me that you're not paying attention to our Discord if you didn't know that I had a piggy.
Right. So
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, Ron. I don't pay attention to the other channels often. Sorry.
But if you had, you'd seen my piggy pictures.
Right.
I know. I'm banished.
So banished.
Let's see what we got here.
I'll go to the corner.
You're in timeout now. Have to mute your mic for 30 seconds. Double the fun, right? No, I was working on...
Misty Grove Health Club? I don't think I want to go there.
Shame! Shame!
Oh.
Shame!
So fired.
Let's go check. No, I'm in the wrong ship for that. Shit.
Yeah, I'm always happy to do shout-outs for streamers. Something's wrong. Dippy-doo. Mrs. B says dippy-doo all the time. It's her polite PG way of saying, God, you're a dumbass.
Alright. So...
Not directed towards you.
Oh, no, she does direct it directly to me. This morning she said dippy-boo. Ooh, Johnny started a bidding war.
Alright, let's see here, chat.
Johnny, all those points you're spending on the bidding war, I can't put back, buddy. You're just poofing them. They're going poof.
Wait. What is a bidding war?
Exactly that. It's a bidding war. Every time you bid, it goes up. So Johnny used the bidding war. He paid 10 channel points to be the top bidder. Somebody bids now, it goes up, and then it doubles every time.
Okay, so it's that little point right there.
Well, what are we bidding on now?
Absolutely nothing. He's just burning up channel points. He wasn't actually supposed to be using it.
Knock yourself out there, Johnny.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, wait a second, I'm trying to get it. I understand, like, is this raising the price of like all the other?
No.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
No. The only ones that have an escalating bid price are the bidding war and the mining with pagan. Whenever someone cashes in mining with pagan, the price goes up. It doubles every time.
Oh, really?
You basically just cash in your channel points. You go into the channel rewards and you bid. All that you're doing at this point is just wasting your points. The plan is for that action later to take effect with channel points that the bot tracks that I can refund to you. I can't refund your points right now. So you probably don't want to use bidding war because that's something that's in development. Let me turn that off because you're just hurting yourself right now. Bunk, disabled. No more bidding for you. Johnny's a top bidder. He always is. Faithful doesn't.
Yes.
Oh, Ron would be the one to win that fight. Ron or Progonus Rex.
No, Ron. Ron is the benefactor of Pagan's channel, and Pagan is the benefactor of Starseeds.
I don't have that many points.
He catches
you got
them
more
in
than
the
everybody else.
No, Progonus Rex is the top one.
Well, you know, I told you that I didn't think it was right.
Right.
I almost have more points in Raven's channel than I do in yours.
Yeah, something's wrong because you should have like a metric fuck ton of points.
Well, Raven's only been streaming for 2 or 3 months.
I know, and you've been watching me for 2 years.
Almost. So explain that to me.
I don't know because the channel, the most to feed the kitties has ever cost was 1,000, I think. I know Faithful's awesome, Johnny. Faithful is awesome. I don't remember if you were in the channel that night she popped in Discord or not. You might have been. She streamed tonight. Phantasma Phantasmagoria. I can't say it. Ooh, 66%, huh? It's a farce.
Asteroid scan complete.
There we go. We shoot the space rock. We get the space fragments. Fight me in a lead in a ship fight. No. Be a very short fight. Oh, look, Pagan died. What a surprise. Wah, 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 wah. Exactly. Have you not seen that stream? I clipped part of that for that stream. Save your clips, that way we can give you shout-outs. Save your clips. Alright, do we have... Oh my gosh, we still got platinum out here. What the heck, little limpets? Worst limpets ever. You guys notice that it's not spamming the Star Citizen referral codes when I stream non-Star Citizen games? Oh, look at that. Your ship go brrr. Yep. Your ship go brrr.
Where did that come from?
I made it.
No. The burp thing.
Oh, like, it's been memed forever.
I was about to say, it's been a thing for a while. Oh,
yeah. Money printer
Making
go
fat stacks.
Yeah, and then it was memed from there. I just heard another bajunk. Hey, Rush.
He's a new world man.
He sure is a new world man. Did you ever send me a sound file for channel joins, Rush?
I haven't. I didn't know what I needed to
You
do
slackers. You and Young both. So fired. Send me a 15-second or less soundbite I can play whenever you first start talking in the channel. It can have profanity. Right?
Shut up!
Couldn't have anything that's actually from a musician group that of 3, right?
Well, if it's copyrighted, then Twitch will mute the stream for it, or at least part of the stream for it.
So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't want to do something that would
No. But like sound bites, Johnny sent me something that's a song, but it's a parody song. Ron sent me a cool one as well. So, Miss Cyclist hasn't, but I'm kind of improvising something for her, and I have something for Claire there. So
I assume she got home after reading the Discord chat.
Who?
Without going into detail.
I'm a little bit confuzzled now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just catch up on Discord chat.
Okay.
Of the day's events. I think it's best that displayed that way.
The way it works, Johnny, is the first time that you chat in stream and emote your symbol, your avatar, rains down the screen, and the first time that you talk or type in chat, it will play your sound file. It only plays the first time that you join that stream and talk. So if I was to reset it right now, give me a second.
I got you, Jack. I'm gonna grab a Python. Let me build one up real quick.
Okay. Type something in chat, Johnny. I just reset it. It doesn't matter what you type. You can be frog, it doesn't matter.
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
See? Will you help me hide a body? That's the way it works. It's only the first talk of that stream.
Was that what that said?
Well, his and mine triggered at the same time. Let me reset it again. I typed and he typed right after me.
Will you help me hide a body?
Carrier. Are you
See?
serious? I did.
There we go.
Kind of like me when I did an extra level of experience, huh?
Yep. No, I'm losing my mobs. Stay with me, Mauve.
I gotta somehow either get out there or thumb a right to get out to the parrot.
Stick out your thumb, put on your super short super small jean shorts and show a little leg, buddy. Palladium. Go ahead.
I just filled the memes and pictures folder up.
Uh-oh.
Y'all talked about dogs.
Oh, yeah. I will take a dog over a cat every day of the week.
Well,
there are advantages to dogs.
And it's not, there's nothing against cats. I get
it.
I just want to make that clear. It's not that I dislike or hate them, but like my
not.
brother's allergic to them, my daughter's allergic to them, and it's like, I'm okay with my dog.
I am allergic to them too, so trust me, I get the misery. But I love them too much to get rid of them, so.
I followed up with one cat picture.
Play? Anybody seen the movie Over the Hedge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, caffeine.
As long as you understand the reference.
We were talking about mastiffs, so there's at least one picture in there of mastiffs.
Big piles.
I'll have to go look.
If you think a mastiff is huge, you should see a Newfoundland.
Yeah, they're big too.
Those things are. God.
Well, the first four are English bulldogs.
Oh, that's an expensive breed.
Yeah.
What the hell? Am I out of the hotspot? What the fuck?
Asteroid scan complete.
There we go.
We used to have the English bulldogs, and the wife showed them.
Oh yeah?
Yep. High maintenance dog, though.
I'll bet.
Slaughtered. I can't jump. Can I jump here? Are you jumping or? Oh.
There we go.
Can't
Let's try
jump
these.
because instant cooldown. I forgot that.
Yep. That looks like a good rock. Only 9% platinum on that one.
Asteroid scan complete.
My collector stayed with me? No way. That's crazy.
What'd you do?
Blasted away. Covered about a half a megameter very, very quickly. To try to get closer to the center of the hotspots.
Super cruise or just boost?
No, just boost.
Oh yeah, it'll keep up. How? I'm not real sure because the max speed of Olympus is 200.
They must be like, Daddy, come back. Totally.
Hey, Faithful, what's up? I'm sitting here waiting on my countdown to finish. Yeah, sweet.
Palladium.
So now while we're waiting on that, let's build a ship.
Come on, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. It is! Yay! The chant works.
No, Faithful. That one house that you were in, that had the one that like was right in your face. Yeah, that was enough for me. I left it unmuted for probably another 10 minutes, and then I muted it and started watching YouTube. But I stayed there so that you could maintain the viewership towards your affiliate. Is why I stayed. Why I was in your channel the entire time.
Yep, lurking.
Yep.
I did the same thing while we were door dashing. I muted it and threw it up on the dash of the car we drove around. It's not that we don't care about your content. We just know that Twitch watches your average viewers and things like that whenever you're trying to become an affiliate. So it's like anything we can do to help you, we're going to do to help you.
So speaking of that, like here, I don't mind showing off my stuff. Not a problem. It's easy if you can maintain that 3 that you need. It's a whole lot easier when you hit that affiliate. And like for me, it was 20, like less than 24 hours after I hit my 50 subs that I had my invitation for affiliate.
Yep.
Like we'll go to achievements.
Yeah, that's why a lot of streamers have a lurk command. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just a way of letting the stream know that, hey, I'm going to be here helping you with your viewership. I may not be actively participating. Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
For me, Faithful, I'm at 3.54, but I need 75 to reach park.
Megan, why did your bot say hello to itself?
Because I reset the first chat thing to show Johnny his sound, and that reset the whole thing. It put the world off its axis. Hey, Sneakers.
So,
I understand your brother stole your treat, so you're going to get double treats.
Average of 3.6 views. This is more for Faithful. I mean...
Thank you for giving them treats, Sharon.
I have some days 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 1, 3, 3, 6, 7. So finding the sweet spot of
got any biscuit for sale in there?
Sweet spot and time that works for you and the day of the week will depend on how much
there we go.
Oh,
she should have had more than 3 today.
Pagan, Jack is saying, well, one thing, Twitch changed how lurking works. If you don't have the stream as an active window with your sound,
that's wrong.
Viewership won't count.
It's not the case.
Yeah.
It's not the case. Go back in r/Twitch and review it. Twitch themselves responded and said, one more time to disprove all the rumors. As long as someone is watching your channel, doesn't matter whether they muted in the tab, muted on their computer, or muted in the stream controls itself, they still count as a viewer. They can be playing tic-tac-toe on another tab. As long as that tab is open, you get counted as a viewer. There's a limit to how many per IP. If I've got 4 phones on my network and all 4 are tuned in to Faithful stream, only the first 2, maybe 3 count. So they did clarify that. So a lot of folks who were just spamming it all over their house hoping to get the viewers, that's why it didn't count. So, nope. As you can tell, I've had to answer that question quite a bit. r/Twitch, and I don't remember how long ago, but if you Google it in that subreddit, you will find it quickly.
Hate when they do this.
Right?
Well, I'm trying to... It won't let me put a class 3 shield on a beluga.
Yes, you can.
See, there you go. Lurk command.
Class 4.
Just add a command to a bot like Stream Elements or Nightbot or whatever you're going to use, and just have it respond with something like, "Hey, I appreciate your support" or something like that. Miss Cyclist has one something about beers in the fridge, things like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Beer in the fridge and maybe popcorn in the cabinet.
Yep. Mrs. B loves to eat her popcorn.
And this is my ass kissing moment right now.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to the wives of the stream.
Right.
And the husband of the stream.
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny. Johnny 5 is alive. Here we go.
How late you guys work?
Ooh, 66%. Very nice.
Like what?
8:30.
Not too bad.
We did alright. I didn't get the walleyes after first break.
That sucks. I won't be able.
Sharon, Mrs. B said to say thank you for saying the loom's over. She's already using it.
24 hours. 24 hours doesn't allow me to go to work and pay my bills and pay for gas.
Wait,
I'm taking a week. I'm taking vacation between now and next Thursday.
oh, do they know that yet?
I submitted it earlier. I had to wait until after I got paid to be able to make that decision. And between bills and gas money and feeding myself, I can't do all three.
There we go.
Why didn't you just use vacation time last week to cover the hours?
Because when they shut the plant down, they won't allow us to use vacation time.
So, Sharon, what is your current project? What are you working on right now? If you're anything at all like Mrs. B, you're always working on something. I'm kind of curious to know what you're working on now.
Asteroid scan complete.
And Raven's sign looks awesome. So, excellent work. Besides heart stuff, baby blanket. Ooh, baby blankets. Nice. 'Tis the season. 7%er. Let's prospect the one behind it, and then we'll shoot the 7%er. And I think we're good on collectors. No, we've lost our collectors. They're dying. There we go. We'll hoover this one. Our daughter's friend is having twins, and the shower is Saturday. Oh. Twins, huh? That's 2 handfuls. That's going to be 2 handfuls there. Congratulations on your daughter in college, by the way. Twin boys. Nice.
Alright, chat, let's get over to Jameson.
Oh, wait. Ron's going to be a great uncle? That's awesome. Ron will be a great, uncle.
Does it count as a few for both of you?
I will be. Believe it or not, I'm great with babies.
Yes, Faithful, it does.
Or should we say Ron will be a great, great uncle? I'm not really sure quite how you... English
Great with or great at making?
Huh?
What?
Failed joke. Never mind.
Great at making uncles?
I don't know. I'm a little confuzzled.
Yeah.
I am too.
There was a reference to great at making babies.
Oh. It sure is fun to practice.
I am great with babies. They love me. I don't know why, but they do.
Probably for the same reason the cats love you.
Well, I'm serious.
So am I.
You can ask my wife. I can meet a baby and within 5 minutes have it in my lap.
Cute. He hasn't made a baby in 19 years, but he keeps trying and trying and trying.
2 was enough.
Right?
Give me just a second, Faithful, and I can show you / share that link with you if you would like. I don't mind showing it on stream. I just jump over here real quick.
Whoa, all my limpets just died. What the hell, limpets?
It's understandable, Faithful. It's not a problem.
I just spawned them and they're dying. What the fuck? You guys need a therapist or what?
What are limpets?
Dying.
Getting about the off-brand ones.
Right?
Machines that
Teach
pick
me to
up
buy the great value.
Mine door in Elite Dangerous.
Say that again?
They are machines that pick up the mined ore for one of their jobs in Elite.
Oh.
Or try to break into your ship. Or send fuel from your ship to your buddy's ship. Or repair a ship.
So, for lack of a better term, drones.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a British term for drones before drones was popular.
It's a turtle. So one of my favorite coworkers quit yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it sucks.
No.
Yeah.
Better opportunity or just kind of
frustration.
fed up with BS?
Frustration.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Yeah, she's one of my 2 favorites to go into the office and talk to. Grab that platinum, boys. Do your little limpet job. And we're going to prospect these 2 right here. See what's in these guys.
So I think I may have become too much like Jack.
Okay.
I was just like, oh yeah, let me go get this ship and not even pay attention to how much it cost when I built it on Coriolis. I'm just gonna go build it.
If you got enough funds, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Carrier's sitting at like 900 million, and I personally have like 1.3 billion on me, so I'm not really worried about it.
Nice.
But I do need to spend 100 or 150 million on platinum. Or not platinum, tritium.
Yeah. I need to re-up my supplies.
I found it for 46,000 a ton last time I bought it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I bought 8,000 tons the last time I found it that low. I spent 2 hours carrying it back and forth from the station to the carrier. And then from the carrier to the other carriers.
Oh yeah, but you were buying tritium for 3 carriers, not just 1.
Yep. Oh, I have a ring invitation. From whom? Hey, it's a Johnny Fubar. Make sure my voice comms is off and my wing beacon is on. There you go.
Yeah, I gotta turn that on.
I wouldn't drop in exactly where I am. My rock percentages are shit. I finally saved up enough to do this.
Oh.
What is your favorite
Faithful,
controller?
you still here?
I think she's lurking in both.
Yeah, she is, but I was going to show her something on my stream if she wanted to know.
Congratulations! It's her first channel redeem, Faithful. Yay, she's feeding the kitties treats. Okay. There you go, you get the little animation and all that shit.
Alright.
Y'all know what Pagan's doing, right?
I'm going to deafen you guys for a few minutes to show Faithful this.
He's making us scapegoats. That way when they say the cats are getting fat, he said, ain't my fault.
Fucking A. Gotta get that other kitty cam working. Thank you, Faithful. I appreciate it. If you have a cat, Faithful, I would recommend that you consider putting it on camera. People love cats.
Meow.
They do. They love cats.
Animals in general.
You'd be surprised if people come to this channel just for the pumpkin cats. I mean, the guy's okay, but if you mute him, the cats are awesome.
Well, it's like if you got cats, you couldn't be that bad off.
Yeah. I think that's a lot to do with it, to be truthful.
Because you've looked at some of the other, without pointing fingers, and you go, where's your cats? You don't go.
And this one over here to my left, she's been Daddy's co-pilot for years. When I was working at the fruit company, they were usually under my feet on the desk. Students never had a clue there was a cat in there. Until one day they popped
when you were
up.
working at the what?
The fruit company.
How does fruit company and students go hand in hand?
Because that's what I call it when I'm streaming.
I'm so confused.
It's okay. Which fruit company? It's an international fruit company. They make computers and telephones and tablets and stuff.
She knows.
Oh.
She knows.
Being blonde.
She knows. She's trying to help Nathan out because Nathan's having a blonde moment.
She's
That's
being blind.
That's funny.
Well, hello, lawyers.
Well, I mean, yeah. You said the fruit
Blonde
company,
moments.
and I was like, wait, what?
Because I'm a blonde. Yeah.
Well, no, I do know what her problem was. Is when my daughters were in band in high school, the big fundraiser they did was by selling fruit.
Oh, I remember that.
And
I
all
did
of
that
the big fruit companies are in your state. So
That's true.
the first time I heard you say you work for a big fruit company, and my thought was like, "Ooh, cool. Which one?"
Yeah. The fruit company that doesn't actually sell fruit.
That's a ripoff. See,
I know, right? Those bastards. If they did, there'd be a new model every year, and the price would go up.
And Faithful, Pagan, I think Pagan corrected me on this. That I know for sure that counts for watching both channels. I linked multi Twitch for Facebook.
Hey, Ralph, how are you doing?
The link for my Twitch in your chat, Pagan.
I like you already, Ralph. VKB for the win.
It's just easier to have multiple monitors.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of monitors,
I'm doing really good. Let me mute Discord. I'm doing really good. Today is improving. We're shooting lights at rocks. We're chatting with people in Discord and streaming. Currently, I am mining platinum and Parrot's Head. Miss Cyclops, one of the other voices you hear, is doing a ship build and material grind. So, some of the other voices you're going to hear. Almost everybody you're going to hear in Discord plays Elite Dangerous. The only one that doesn't play Elite Dangerous, I think, is Nathan. I think Nathan's the only outcast and heretic in the whole set.
I am an outcast.
It's bigger than the cutter, Jack.
Persecuted unbeliever.
Go ahead and drive.
We have found a witch. May we burn her.
Good luck.
How about you, Ralph? What do you like to do?
You just kiss that rock on my face.
As long as he's not playing Star Citizen, he's okay. Actually, he plays Star Citizen, Ralph. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I do play Star Citizen.
Oh, yeah, he plays Star Citizen. Don't hate me, but I play Star Citizen too.
Ooh. Burn.
I like it. I like multiple space games. I like multiple space games. Look at there, it's Johnny. Squadron commander for useless spacers. Useless, just chilling at work.
I wonder, what is his or her taste in space games?
Elite Dangerous.
Really?
Oh gosh.
Jack, if you could find that, link it, because I'll watch that. Business, we need to upgrade.
Yeah, the camera suite in this game is just crazy good.
Oh, I feel stupid.
You could set yourself up for some great camera shots. Thanks for the follow, Ralph. Stream Elements just joined in. Oh my god, what's going on there?
Wait. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I bought the wrong thing, Jack.
Johnny's in the Python, huh?
Yeah, I didn't want to spend all the time filling up a cutter again.
I understand. Cutter is a lot to mine.
And this is the storage in this.
Yeah, no problem, Ralph.
Is the same exact as your Anaconda, so.
Most of us get together often and play. Friday nights we usually do a big mining operation. We call it Finance Fridays, but we'll basically come out Fridays and we'll mine together. It's not always mining, but it's usually mining together. You'll see wings. One Friday night we had 2 different wings. I think we had, was it 7 people that night? Or 8?
I think we were on an 8.
It was 2 separate wings. I just don't remember if both of them were full or not. Got 11% over here, Johnny.
Yeah.
Since Finance Friday, we do Thargoid Thursdays. Yeah.
What are Tuesdays?
That's my day to spend with Mrs. B. We watch TV together.
I do them Taco Tuesdays.
I was thinking of something else, but that works.
Taco Tuesdays are good.
TV Tuesdays, that's PG.
Yep.
Anybody else know what I'm thinking in my head, though?
Pretty sure we know.
Trade to say.
Okay. As long as everyone knows.
Come on, little limpetses. Alright, let's find another tasty, juicy, nutritious rock. Food, right? That's what he's thinking, food. Pretty sure he's thinking food.
Save the stream!
What I'm looking at. As soon as the ship gets up here.
Come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Man, my collectors are just dying. I bet you they're trying to go steal Johnny's platinum is what it is. You little thieving bastards.
Anybody remember, well, you guys probably saw it in the movie theaters.
Yeah, we're in Parrot's Head. Echo Lima dash Yankee.
Delta 883.
Yep. Delta 83.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Johnny found another spot closer that's almost as good, and I'm thinking about trying that out. I just happened to already be in Parrot's Head, and I didn't want to waste 45 minutes of stream time jumping the carrier around. I mean, nobody really wants to watch that.
Are you all talking in code?
Yes. Oh. Morse. Dash, 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 dot, 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 dash, dash, dash. Right?
Beep, beep, boop.
Yep, beep, beep, boop, boop.
And now there's one.
Are you a robosexual, Nathan?
Wait, what?
It's a big thing from Futurama. No, I don't mind jumping the carrier. I don't mind jumping the carrier, but you know that's not usually the best stream content. 1 jump, okay. 2, 3.
I was just trying to find a place closer to the bubble.
You did too. You found one less than 500.
I'm trying to help all the carrier owners out. That way you guys aren't wasting as much tritium to come out.
Yep. I'm going to definitely go out there and check it out. What I may do is jump the carrier after tonight's stream.
Sounds cool. I actually like the sound of this ship.
Are you in a Fer-de-Lance?
No, I'm in a Beluga. And the cockpit is nicer than a cutter, believe it or not.
Well, it is a luxury ship. No platinum at all in that one.
There's nothing nicer than a cutter interior. You can top all crap you want, but it's...
Yeah.
Is it the Fer-de-Lance that's got the weird engine noise? Kind of like a race car, or is it the Mamba? One of those two has a cool engine noise. When you hit the boost, it sounds cool. Damn it, my collectors are dying. Stop trying to steal Johnny's shit.
I'm not even at this rock yet. How are you stealing my shit?
I'm ooh, 66% down. Quite nice. Okay, little mobs. We have 8 little Marvs left. You're gonna do your job.
I have more if you need them.
Nah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm in one of those passive mining moods tonight where I'm not really focusing super hard to get super rich.
Sorry for the weird angle. Oh, wait.
Got 186 tons of platinum. I mean, I can't really bitch about that. We're just over half full.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's like nothing blocking the view.
There we go. I'm sorry?
I'm on your top side.
Okie dokie.
The music isn't converted in the guy's super chill about that shit. Cool. Alright. Get over here.
I'm going to descend a little bit so that you have access to the better spot, because that thing is rotating. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That should put you in a better spot. We will change our vantage point so people can see the action. Whoa, where's Johnny going? There's Johnny. So what do you like to do for funsies, Ralph?
Gotta scan more mushroom trees. You must be working on Odyssey stuff, Jack.
Train dogs, play elite. Cool. You should pop in the Discord. Today was a barrage of doggy pictures.
I know, I need to go up and look at those.
Did you guys put them in pics and memes, or did you flood general chat with them?
Ron said that you put them in pics and memes and pics.
There you go.
They're pics, so I put them in pics.
I'm looking at them.
There you go.
What in the world?
That's my Discord handle, and that's the Discord server that we're in right now. Old gamers don't die; we respawn. There's sections in there for Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, No Man's Sky,
X4,
HOTUS, Voice Attack, inappropriate jokes, pictures and memes, etc., etc., etc. Adopt, don't shop, spray and neuter your pet. Abso-smurfing-lutely.
Nice.
As you can tell, we're pet lovers in this channel. Go figure.
Are you serious?
Hey, you all.
Yes.
Trying to figure something out. Johnny texted something, like when someone asks you a question right after you wake up. I'm sober, I'm wide awake, and I'm still trying to figure this picture out.
Okay.
That's the point. It's a meme.
It's an IQ tester, really.
I'm a canine cop, love dogs. Oh, wow. Thank you for your service, Ralph. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Where'd you go, Pagan?
I'm sorry?
Are you still under me?
No, I'm looking for rocks. I was in third-person view and I saw all the limpets lining up in formation. You're at work now? Awesome.
You find you meet some really cool police officers and then some really not cool police officers, and I had an interaction with a really cool one today. A couple of them, actually.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm an animal rescue. We love our canine deputies.
Hey, Winnebago maybe buttholes because they give you tickets for stupid crap, but like the cops themselves are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, the guy that I had to. Well, my daughter complained about the guy that took the money from her.
Why?
Because he was rude.
Oh,
but he was like, I swear to God, he was like 70 years old.
Yeah. You said the picture of that waiting room, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that room.
Most of my experiences with law enforcement have been good, but
Same.
I treat them with respect. I mean, I don't jump up in their face and act like the world's biggest dickhead. I had a murder suspect run for me today. Been boring ever since.
Well, I'm guessing that the K9, that your partner helped you out a lot with that one.
I'm sure.
Probably get very far. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good shot there. There's a screenshot for you, Johnny. Nah, he was on the electric... What?
He was on... Oh, come on, you gotta read that.
Nah, he was on an electric scooter. Oh, Lord. Ralph, we've got to get you in the Discord server, buddy. I can't wait to hear this story. Dog would not catch him. He rode off into L.A. traffic, so we lost him. Oh, little asshole.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Dude.
He'll get him next time.
I just signed up. Hold on.
Oh, all right. So, Chad, if you're not paying attention, we have a police officer that is apparently from the L.A. area, and he's a K9 officer that just joined Discord and is going to give us some story time.
Hey, Ralph, welcome to the Discord.
All right, man. So yeah, no, I saw a guy driving around on an electric scooter, no helmet, no license plates, and I'm like, yeah, he's all fucked up. And then he ran a stop sign in front of me, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull him over. So I pull him over, and I walk up, and I'm like, hey man, you don't got a helmet, you don't got a license plate. He's like, well, it's an electric scooter, I don't have to have a license plate. And I said, you still gotta have a helmet, and you ran the fucking stop sign. And he goes, well, I slowed down. And I said, right, so stopping is when the car doesn't, proceed forward. Mm-hmm. And slowing is when, you continue proceeding forward and you don't actually stop.
Yeah.
I said, that's not a violation of the law. It's failure to come to a complete stop.
It's not a slow sign, it's a stop sign.
So I go, let me get your ID. And he goes, well, I don't have an ID. I said, you don't have an ID. I'm just delivering Uber, man. Why are you harassing me? And I said, I'm not harassing you. You broke the law. We're going to have a conversation. So I said, give me your name. She gives me his name. Comes up nothing. He gives me his name again, comes up nothing. So that's right. Give me your finger. He goes, for what? I said, this is a little device called Blue Check. You're going to put your finger on here, and then we'll have a conversation. So what it does is it takes a fingerprint, and anytime anybody's ever been booked, gone for employment, gone for fingerprints for employment, anything, anytime you've ever been fingerprinted, it'll tell me who you are. Mm-hmm. So I get back to the car, and it comes up, Willie Smith, and it gives me his date of birth, and I'm like, okay, so I type it in, and up comes the warrant, and it says homicide, no bail. So I come over and I'm like, all right, man, I need you to step off the scooter, and he just guns it, and I'm like, motherfucker. So I took off running thinking I can grab him, but man, those things get up to speed quick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I turn around, go back, get in my car, hit lights and sirens, call it in, start getting units en route, and then the guy fucking, takes off into LA traffic where it's like literally bumper to bumper. So he's on a little scooter, just going in between cars, and I'm like, this motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, all right, you know what, fucker, I'll see you again, because obviously you're in the area, and this is how you deliver food. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to see you again. The next time I'm just going to fucking, take your fucking head off when I take you off the bike. And, what happens after. So, with a murder warrant, it's like, fuck, man, this guy's really, really a piece of shit. So.
Yeah. Clearly he respects our laws.
Yeah, right? So much. And of course, like I said, I'm a higher rank.
Yeah.
That doesn't normally do things like this. So every single patrol officer rolls up and he's like, he got away from you? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Everybody go away.
You're catching so much shit at work.
Oh, yeah. So the rest of the day was, all right, I'll be at my office for the rest of the day. Don't bother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just bored, just watching the streams, man. Wishing I was back at home playing Elite.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. We play often in the Discord, multiple games. Currently, we're playing on a private server. The only rule on that private server is PvP has to be mutually agreed on. It basically just to keep the gankers out, because you start streaming, people come in, where are you? And then they come over and they try to find you, and Nuki's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. So, the group I actually play with is Useless Spacers. We have 2 rules. Number 1 is don't be a dick.
Yeah.
You know, pretty simple rule, right? The other one is, you know, there is no ganking allowed. If you get caught ganking, you'll be ejected from our squadron. Our squadron's about 400 strong, I think, at this point.
Wow.
So, and we are aligned with most other squadrons. I, as well as 20 other members of our squadron, do fly with Sphere. So, you know, we try to save commanders from getting ganked as much as we can. I think today we've saved a total of 96 commanders. You know.
Wow.
It's kind of funny. You know, you leave the job. You know.
Yeah, then you're still doing the job.
Jump in the game at the top. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. We also fly for the Galactic Police Initiative, which is a number of squadrons that all dedicate some of the best PvP pilots to you know, ganker eradication.
Nice.
And you know, it's fun.
Cool.
You know, people ask, do I hate gankers? And I said, no, I love them. They make the game fun. I mean, they really do. It's you know, it's a challenge. Sometimes they win and they destroy an innocent commander. You know, sometimes we win and we destroy them. So
yeah.
You know, but you know, we don't stream fight. That's one of my big rules. Is, you know, support your local streamers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, they do the best job they can.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you think about a streamer doing their job properly, is an ambassador for the game.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chat, this is a video that for anyone just joining in of a size comparison. It looks like we're starting out with carriers all the way down to, I assume, the Sidey is the smallest ship. But here we go.
Yeah, those are great, man.
Thanks for popping in the Discord, Ralph. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And join the stream too, if that matters.
Yeah. If you guys are ever bored, I'll send you guys an invite to our Discord as well, and you guys are more than welcome to pop in anytime you want.
Yeah.
If you want to stream, you know, we're all for it. You know, it's a really, really fun, lively group. You know, everybody's really casual and you know, pretty chill. So
cool.
Yeah.
I think my limpets are gathering your limpets, Johnny, which is pretty cool because that's going to let me finish up before I run out of space. I run out of limpets.
I ejected 20 or so.
Yeah, we'll be fine with that. I mean, if I have to, I'll vent them again. I was out of limpets with 245 platinum on a 290-ton boat, so this will work just peachy. I can prospect more rocks. How long have you been playing Elite, Ralph?
Pretty close to 3 years. I think in game, I'm at 44 weeks of playtime.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I was like 3 years,
around
44.
just a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, actual game time 44. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually small.
44 weeks. 24 hours in a day is 144 or 1440.
What is that thing?
Yeah, I used to play for pretty much 8 hours a day. I mean, it's, you know, you know, especially when I got VR. You know, I got the VR. I got the VR. I have a Volair cockpit, so it's an actual live cockpit. I have Cougar MFD hubs with actual display screens that run Elite on them. Matter of fact, here I'll drop a picture.
Good thing the camera can't see my lap right now.
Same size as a shuttle.
Let's see, where should I drop a picture?
Pics and memes is good. Yeah, pics and memes is awesome.
Yeah.
This is only a 4%er, Johnny.
Yeah, that's all. Shit rock.
It's a poop
Yeah,
rock.
I had one of those. I have one of those actually. I've got that ship too.
You mind prospecting some rocks? I'm out of limpetses.
Yeah, I can get one.
Oh no, I have the Explorer. Crate. Oh no, the Cobra. I did not realize the Cobra was that big. What is that? Vulture? Dolphin?
14% just past the rock you're at. And then I'm
Alright, I dropped those pictures so you can see what it kind of looks like. It's
nice.
This is pretty nice. It's a neat little cockpit setup. You know, along with the VR, I have a Woozer
Select
vest.
Wayman one's target.
2 butt kickers under the seat, so it just adds to the immersion. So.
There's a 13% back here.
Okay, I see a 13.
Nice setup.
Yeah, there's a 13 and 14 that I found.
Okay, I see the 13.
Is that a double hotspot or a triple hotspot you guys are at?
It's a double and a half.
Wait.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Jack, I need you to fill me in on this.
Yeah,
what the hell is a Mamba?
Mamba is pretty cool.
Mamba, number 5.
Yeah, it's a great combat ship. It goes extremely fast forward and backwards. Maneuverability isn't that good, but the hardpoint placement is excellent on it. It has 2 smalls on the front, 2 mediums a little bit farther back, and 1 huge hardpoint right at the rear top side of the vehicle. So hardpoint placement's great. It's just like I said, it's really fast, faster than Furlance. It's comparable to Furlance, but it just doesn't maneuver as good.
Jack said it's a race ship.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a race combat ship. Yeah.
I know that's the only one that a cutter has to worry about unless you're super engineered.
Yeah.
The only one what?
Yeah. Someone told me the Mamba's the only ship I have to worry about.
No, the Furlance, the Furlance Corvette, or Mamba is something to worry about. I mean, Mamba not too much.
Well, I mean, as far as speed.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
because I typically blow in, and if there's somebody that interdicts me, I just like boost, and I'm out.
Oh yeah, it's great. So. Yeah, honestly, there's really no way. If you know, and that's one of the things we do. We teach ganking training, so how to avert a gank. You know, how to survive it. Okay. You know, and then when we teach PvP, we teach people. Okay, so you know, our goal is never to give a ganker a kill. So, you know, we teach our guys how to get out and when to get out. So the first thing you do is when you pull into a system is you program your high wake, okay? Because you don't want a low wake. A low wake, you can get locked up. A high wake, you can't, okay?
Oh, okay.
The high wake is your best bet at all times, and it gets you out of the area. Otherwise, if you jump low wake, they'll just jump in low wake right behind you, immediately pull you again, and then you have more of a problem. So,
what is a gank?
Unconsensual PvP. Anytime that a player drags you into an unconsensual PvP event in order to destroy you.
Oh wow, it is bigger.
Usually your gankers, they go after the lighter, you know, more easily destroyable ships than they do the heavily, you know, ship. Usually a wing of gankers, 3 to 4, will go after an engineered ship. But, you know, normally 1 or 2 gankers on their own will only attack, you know, we call it seal clubbing. They'll go out and seal club.
Yeah.
So, can we talk conceptual for FDev real quick?
Sure.
When are they still planning on putting the Panther Clipper in the game?
It was a meme.
Yeah, no, I was told it's not coming in the game. But there was some gankers that had a hack, and they did spawn a Panther Clipper into the game. So that tells me that it is ready and that it will be in the game eventually. So.
Outpost.
And I think that I want to say that video's on YouTube. If you look up something like player spawns Thargoid, you can see a player actually spawn a Thargoid right next to a station, spawn one in Shinrarta, and you know, so at some point in time the player actually spawns a Panther Clipper in the instance as well.
Wow.
Well, I think it will eventually be in the game. Just whenever FDev wants to release it, which will probably be if the game continues to drop. I think they'll release Raxla. I think they'll release the Panther Clipper just to get numbers back up again.
Ah, gotcha.
66%ers begging.
I want to visit one of those. One of the asteroid
Select Wayman 1's target.
You never been to one?
Wingman.
No, I haven't.
There's one in the
Yeah,
Star
those are awesome.
Oh, yeah, maybe that one.
I like the Thargoid bases. Have you guys been inside one of those?
No, not yet.
Oh, they are amazing. Oh my God, amazing.
I've seen pictures of
Especially
them, but that's it.
Yeah, if you put you can drive actually inside of it into their chamber. But if you put all the proper parts in the proper places in the star map room, it will literally spawn a map of every single Thargoid in the galaxy.
Right there.
It's gorgeous.
Cool.
I think they rendered the bridge in the wrong spot though. Yeah, so as far as ships that we can own, the Beluga is bigger than the Clipper or the Cutter.
No, they're both large.
Yeah, but it's a passenger ship. That's all it's meant for.
But the Cutter can carry more passenger cabins than the Beluga can.
Oh, even if it's the variety, so you can get the max emissions.
Yes. It's all about.
When I was trying to grind it, it was like if I had everything with economy, I had problems. So,
Now if you look at it, the way to compare it is to look at cargo space, because cargo space is always going to dictate your passenger cabin count. Oh, no. Okay, so the biggest medium-sized ship that you can use for passengers is going to be your Python.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the biggest cargo capacity, large ship that you can get. It's not going to be the Beluga, it's going to be the Cutter, because the Cutter can hold the most passenger cabins, okay? Now, I wish they would go back and do it differently, and not do it as, I wish they would do like a certain...
Is it going to let me off?
But yeah, what can you do?
Oh, it let me off. I got off my carrier under 3 minutes.
What? I didn't think you could do that.
Huh?
I didn't think you could do that.
Well, I switched ships and I hit auto launch with 3:04 on the clock.
Okay.
Oh, that's why.
So in the process of it lowering me down and lowering me back up, I actually dropped below the 3-minute mark. So I wasn't sure if it was going to actually let me get off or not.
So you triggered it before the 3 minutes. That's why it kicked.
Well, no, I think you get, once the 3 minutes hits, you still have 10 seconds to make the decision, or if it's 5 seconds, I gotta look, but it's 10 or 5 seconds to actually launch, but it will not let you land once it hits the 3-minute mark.
Oh yeah, I've been in that situation. Missed it by like literally 1 second from touching down, and it said nope.
Man. That's such a bummer, because then it's 20 minutes until you get it back.
Rush does that. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to jump, and he'll run out there and he'll fly over the carrier and he'll get in position, and he's requesting a landing right as nope, too late.
Yeah.
You're like, haha, too late, fucker.
I got screwed a few times. Claire is also done that too.
Well, man, that's when you get to the closest station or carrier that you can and transfer your jump ship over.
Right. I keep telling you, get close and request landing, and then do the pretty stuff.
I'm about one bill from my first price point to buy my first carrier, so on my main. So.
Heck, that's what I use shield brakes for, man. Shield brakes. Full pips the shields, and then slam into the deck as hard as you can. Then make it look pretty.
That reminds me of SC.
Yup.
Parking tickets.
What?
Combat
what size monitors are those?
Those are 42-inch monitors turned vertically versus horizontally.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's an awesome setup you have.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Voltaire. It's a Voltaire cockpit, so you can actually get the cockpit
27 on my mark.
On their website. I want to say the cockpit's only like $500 or $700. It's well worth it. Well worth it. The screens, the little small screens in the MFDs, those are Cube Sim screens, so they're a bit pricey. I think it's like $150 to $200 a piece per screen. And I actually have 4 screens now. The Cougar MFDs are cheap, and they're button boxes, so it's great. Those are only, I think it's 2 of them for $100 on Amazon. So, and then I went with the X52 throttle, but the VBK, joystick, and it's just
great sticks.
Phenomenal. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. So, but if you guys don't have VRs, or even if you do have VR, I highly suggest the Woozer vest. The Woozer vest is just unreal. I mean, we'll talk about immersion. You will feel like you're in the game. You know, I mean, because you have a subwoofer built into your backpack, into this vest, and built into the front.
Oh shit!
And it works on your audio
Sharon
settings.
makes and
Wait, what is
sells
it called again?
cool stuff that
It's called the
supports animal
Woozer vest.
rescues.
I think I've seen commercials for that.
Yes, yeah. They have a commercial all over. Usually it's people playing music, but when I played it, I mean, it literally, when I hit the afterburner, it's like, you know, you're hitting that afterburner, man. It's something else. It really is.
Wow.
So, and even if you have a normal computer chair, they make something called the butt kicker. You can get it on Amazon, and same thing. You know, yeah, they call it the butt kicker because it goes under your butt in the chair. But you can literally, yeah, it's awesome. You can feel everything. You know, I know when my multi-cannons are firing because it's like you feel the vibration. It's like, yeah, you know. But in VR, it just makes everything well worth it. I mean, VR just makes it, you know, amazing.
Ron's got VR, and I'm like, I want one myself.
I can only imagine how it feels to get shot.
You know what? The shooting's not bad. I actually have a B-haptics vest, and I tried it in Elite. And when you are getting shot, you'll feel the impact of the shot in your vest. But you know, it's not immersion enough for the like the Woozer is. So I mean, I'll use that for my 3D shooter games in VR. But you know, in Elite, the Woozer vest is the best. It's phenomenal.
Cool.
But if you're looking for a cheap VR that works really great, look at the Oculus Quest 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the head strap sucks. But you can get a Franken adapter for $24. Mm-hmm. Then go to Best Buy and buy the Vive Deluxe head strap, and it comes with built-in the high speakers, the hi-fi speakers, and it's amazing. It's a great head strap. It's made for Vive, but you know, it fits the Oculus with the Franken adapters, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a great headset. You can go wireless with no wires, you know, and then just run a battery cable up to it and, you know, charge it like that. But the great thing about it is it's a wireless headset and it's a standalone. So yeah, you can hook it to your PC, but you can also, like when I go traveling, I'll take it with me and be able to play VR games in my room without my computer. So, but it doesn't demand a lot, which is great.
Cool. Yeah, I want VR. I think VR is going to be the next thing on my wish list.
I will say it does ruin Elite Dangerous.
Does it?
I mean, the second you get in it, you feel like you're really in the ship. You're looking around. Everything is amazing. The ship is now 3-dimensional. It's so freaking awesome. It's scary. But then the second you take it off and you go back to a regular monitor, you're like, well, this really sucks. Damn. It's like, really? Shit. Yeah, no, it's really nice. But then you got to start memorizing where everything is, all your key buttons. So you'll see I have like the X keys, you know, right next to my MFD hubs. So that's for all macros. The problem with that is that with the X keys, once you're in VR, you forget where all that stuff is. You completely rely on your throttle and your VDK.
I'm gonna go to. Oh my god! I'm looking at your pictures now.
Yeah. And voice attack. Voice attack in VR is just great.
Yeah, I run a HCS. Dude, that is badass.
Which chat is it on?
Pics and memes.
I was surprised with the monitors and the what it puts out. I mean, the monitors, they actually monitor things. You know, like I like the second I go into outfitting and I go to power plant, like it gives me the power plant information on my monitor. You know, if I scan a ship and it's wanted, my monitor will come up with the ship information, wanted, the bounty that it has. It's like, whoa. And it's not stuff that you can see in Elite unless you have another monitor, you know.
That is cool. So so the pads are reading something from the game's API.
Yep.
Oh,
So
that is
it's kind of
badass.
it's kind of similar to Spear. So if you become a member with Spear, you get access to ED Recon, and ED Recon is just like my police car. It's like having a computer in your police car where you can run people for warrants. So like when we go to a CG, we see a lot of people we don't know in a CG, fine and open, but yet they're in a fertilance, and the CG is a trade mission.
Oh, wow.
So we'll run the commander name, and it will come back and tell us every single warrant he's ever had, what it was for, when it was, if he's currently worth anything in any other system. And I found out earlier on, the way that they were getting this information was from ED Marketplace. How many of you guys use ED Marketplace?
I typically use it when I'm buying and selling.
Yeah, exactly. So anytime that you pull into a station, or anytime there's a player in the system with you, all that information goes into your computer. And what you don't realize when you're using ED Marketplace or even ED Discovery, it sends all that information back out.
Cool.
So, I mean, it's really neat, the software they had. Like, we had a player go, I'm not a ganker. And it's like, okay, you're an outlaw plus. And I'm reading it right here. You have a $2 million warrant total out of like 8 different systems.
Jeez.
My ship is clean. I'm like, okay, well, then you won't mind getting pulled over. So we pulled him over and warrant scanned him. And sure enough, wanted $2 million. And I'm like, all right, open fire. So, yeah, it's quite the laugh. But yeah, it's neat. There's a lot of third-party tools for ED that I had no idea about. And that was one of them. It's called Cougar MFD is the website.
Yeah.
That allows you to use secondary monitors, similar to Game
Johnny,
Glass.
right there.
So, but yeah, definitely worth it. I mean, you can pick up, small little monitors, for, I would say like $150 or two. Mount them, to your system, and then, boom, you're running additional monitors.
Nice. I'm gonna shoot rocks for you so that you can fill up. I'm full.
Okay.
Just lead me on because I don't have any more prospectors. So.
Man, you guys are good at mining. I suck. I could shoot rocks for 5 hours and not be able to fill anything up.
Oh, yeah.
I have it on good authority that milk crates are recycled fleet carriers.
What the hell just happened? I just told my carrier to jump somewhere, and it didn't jump to where I said to go.
Uh-oh.
That's the beginner.
I told you Sharon was too busy playing on her iPad, didn't I?
Copy. Damn it.
Are you venting more limpetses?
Yeah, I did.
Poor little limpetses. I'm gonna run them over and watch them blow up.
Kidding me. My carrier took a detour, Jack. Yeah, that's effing hilarious, let me tell you. Now I have to I don't even know where... Oh my gosh.
Where are we going next, Johnny?
Here, let me just...
Have you guys ever screwed up and gone all the way out to the raw material site and forgot to fill your carrier with tritium enough to get back?
No, I've not done that. Thankfully, the closest I've been was I took a run up to Rackham's Peak, at the top of the galaxy. And yeah. I had to stop in one of the systems to mine tritium for a few hours. Because, I mean, I had enough to leave that system, but I would have been a little short of the bubble. And I'm like, better to just mine tritium here than it is to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I called the fuel rats, and they sent a carrier out. And,
nice.
It was really neat of them. I mean, and they gave me tritium for 75,000 credits per ton. So, I mean...
Really?
25,000 above what I would normally, buy it for.
Yeah, but that's just a delivery fee there.
Well worth. Oh yeah, I mean it was well worth it. And I even told them raise the price, I'll pay it, man. I mean, our squadron's rich. You can have the money. They're like, no. That's what we do, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep fuel transfer limpet controllers on my carrier. If any one of the squad ever gets in any shit, I'll jump the carrier out there and transfer fuel to them.
Yeah, I have fuel transfers on your carrier just in case I need them.
Yep.
For somebody.
Yep. Worst comes to worst. Go ahead.
I have a buy order on my carrier if any of you guys are interested in filling it for, I think, 5,000 tons of tritium. And it's parked next to a station that's selling for 51,000, and I'm buying, I think, for 80,000.
Fuck.
So,
You want someone to fill that up? Type it in the chat because people watch my VODs the next morning. A lot of my viewers watch the VOD the day after or the morning after. So type it in chat where your carrier is, and that you're buying.
Yeah. I'll double check the buy tonight, and then I'll stick it in the chat.
Yeah, there's a in the Discord you're going to find a carrier locations thread that's usually updated. I don't think mine's updated right now, but I need to update it. It'll tell you, hey, carrier's here, it's buying, it's selling, it's whatever.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Feel free to use
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. I installed some software that's supposed to do it automatically, but so far it's not done that. Everything's registered with Discord, it's just not doing it.
Interesting. Do you guys have a player faction yet?
No.
Faction or squadron?
Faction.
Nope. No, we don't.
Well, if you ever get one, let me know. One of our guys does great work on Discord, and he has a program that will give you all the player faction and BGS information on your system every day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really neat. I mean, the guy's a Discord genius, you know.
How close are you to being full, Johnny?
Ouch, Jack.
I think I've only got 30. Well, actually less, because I've got to disperse some. I've got 20 limpets left.
Okay. Well, I just shot the shit out of this rock, so there's a lot of fragments out there.
Yeah, I'm still collecting all the ones off of this one.
Nice.
Us space girls have to stick together.
I'm sorry?
Grade 1. You get a lot of grade 1 and a couple of grade 2s from mining platinum.
Oh, okay.
It's not uncommon for me to go to a trader and empty out my grade 1, or trade up my grade 1s and 2s that are maxed out, and to go for a couple hours and be full again.
Wow.
But I also mine faster than these guys.
Jeez.
I largely do chill mining.
Yeah,
I do no mining.
I can fill up. I can fill up 522 tons of cargo space in a cutter in less than an hour in the system that they're in.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I might have to have you teach me one day.
Yeah, there you go. Jump in.
Yeah. It's a matter of you have to learn the ship first, and then learn how quickly you mine. Like, no offense to any of these guys, but mining with them because I got it for one of my viewers. I'm not gonna lie, and these guys know it, but I just mine so fast that it's like I forget about them, and next thing I know, I'm 10, 15, 20 clicks away from them because I'm just mining the asteroid, collecting my stuff and moving on, and just bang, 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 just go, go, go.
Wow. That's...
The rest of us it's like right now, I'm full, but I'm going to keep shooting the rocks for the fragments for Johnny. So it's a partnership. Like, okay, and we're going to help each other out. Like I was short limpets, Johnny vented limpets. I mean, we watch out for each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a solo miner mentality here. It's mainly, hey, let's wing up and help each other.
Yeah.
When I had to unlock those engineers, I had to bring people in that were miners for our squadron, and they said just shoot limpets out. We'll shoot the rocks. You just shoot limpets out. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was just really, really bad at it.
Yeah. Was it you, Cyclist, or Johnny? One of the two I was doing that. I was venting stuff out for you to collect and sell. I don't remember who it was when they first popped in. We took them from a cobra to an asp to a python pretty fast.
That was me, and I was up to a python in a day.
Yep.
Wow.
I started in an adder. I was in an adder for an hour. I was in a cobra for like an hour and a half, and then I was in a python. And then from there, I saved up until I got my anaconda. and I'm currently sitting at 2 anacondas, 2 pythons, a beluga, a cutter, type 9, type 10 carrier in like 2.5 months. And I make the 98% of the money that I make is all done via mining. Like, took me a week to put 4,500 tons of platinum on my carrier, and then I went back and made 1.2 billion.
I got fragments over here for you, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm coming.
No worries. Take your time.
Yeah, I went out with the group. They finally convinced me to go out with them, about 3 weeks back. And they wanted to do void opal mining. And, after 3 hours, I got 1 void opal. It was very exciting.
Yeah, I don't do that much anymore.
Yeah, core mining, when they nerfed mining, they nerfed core mining into the dirt, but laser mining still viable.
Yeah, like void opals on average are going between 400 and 500k a ton, which great. That's, let's say on the high side, 500k a ton, but it takes you an hour to collect, or I mean, not even an hour. It takes you multiple hours to collect 100 versus at 275 a ton, I can go and collect 500 tons of platinum in less than an hour. I mean, so if the core mining's great, if you want the experience of the seismic launchers and all that stuff, and your surface blasters, if you can get into a spot and magically just like every rock that you pulse wave is a core and it's what you're looking for, and you can get it, you can make make good money that way, but you're going to spend longer time doing it because, I mean, even like Johnny's Python he's in right now is 192 tons of cargo space. He's going to go to the carrier and sell it to the carrier for $230 a ton, and he's going to make 40. What is it, John? 44. Yeah, about 44 million, and he was out in the belt for an hour and a half.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. I want to say, so we have some guys that do mining, some that do exploration for us, but the majority of our players are doing the Wing Massacre missions, and we're averaging, for a group of 4 guys, it's averaging about 1.6 billion every 2 hours. So if you stack it right, and you're patient, your stacks will be just awesome.
Right,
and that doesn't include what you're getting money wise from the
Go ahead, Jay, whenever you're ready. Are you full?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm heading out then.
And it's like, I won't argue that. I'm not saying that mining is the absolute best way to make money. Right, no. But if you're solo, like I have a viewer in my stream that I've learned a lot of techniques from him, and we actually mine together. It's like if him and I go mining in our cutters, they both hold 512, and we can put 1,000 between the two of us. We can put 1,000 tons of platinum in under an hour on our ships and go back to our carriers, deposit, and come back to it.
Nice.
So, but like the massacre missions, I'm not going to tell you that it's not feasible. But if you're doing it solo, you don't have anyone to do it with, then it's not as profitable as mining for me. I mean, that's because most of these guys, most of these guys that we're chatting with right now, they don't like to do PvE or even, let alone PvP. So mining is chill. You can chat, like right now we're chatting with you guys, and we can just kind of do our own thing and not have to worry about it. Whereas if you're doing that PvE or that PvP, you've got to be not 100% focused, but you got to focus more on your fighting and what you're doing and making sure all your pips are in the right place and you're targeting the right people. And you know what I'm talking about. So it's 6 one way, a half dozen the other is what it comes down to.
No, yeah, you're right. We had to create wing channels because you'd be in general chit chat and all of a sudden you hear this target 6, target 6, target him, and it was like,
Yep.
oh, gee, okay.
Yeah, we've got the same thing here. We've got 2 streaming and 2 party jets, alpha and beta.
Yeah.
It's usually not a problem if we're all in the same area mining doing it, but it's like whenever Cycliz and Jack go off and do their thing, then usually one of us has to hop into a different channel.
Yeah.
And Ron, I totally agree. I totally agree.
What Ron say?
Oh, nothing. I made a private message. He gave a comment.
Oh, okay.
It's easier for me to say I agree verbally than stop, pause, alt tab, and type.
What I really wish they would do is raise the cost of exploration, because I love going out in the black. That's fun as can be.
Yeah.
Especially you see some really beautiful things and some really cool sites, land on some really neat planets. I don't know. It's different. It just isn't paying that.
I have one streamer I follow, and he's out. He just got back, or he went to...
Faithful, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anytime that you have questions, feel free to message me on Discord. Although I work during the day, I can usually answer a question or something like that. Okay. Thank you.
And he made like 490 million or something like that, but he found it dirt lake, so I mean,
Yeah.
Jack, he's also talking about doing winged massacre missions, is how they're generating those type of funds.
Yeah, it takes time. It's not something that, you're going to have to, the mission stacking takes about 30 minutes, and you have to be picky about what you take.
Request stacking.
And you have to take it from every other
Request
faction.
for
You have to take it from the same exact faction multiple times. And then your player's got to be on point. Everybody's got to work together. If you have one guy shooting one target, another guy shooting another target, another guy shooting another target, well, that's, 4 kills you could have got. But if everybody's doing their own thing, you got your 1 kill and they got their 1 kill, instead of everybody sharing that, all 4 of those kills. So it's not easy. It's, by all means, it's not easy at all. And it's a large risk, because you run the risk of losing your ship. So, it's great, but it's I've had days where I've lost ships. So
yeah, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Yeah,
I've got 9 rebuys with all of my Elite Dangerous career. I've got 9 rebuys.
Quick question.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Right, Jack.
Fine.
Quick question for everyone.
What's up?
42.
How many times have you actually respawned your ship in SC compared to Elite?
Much more frequently in Star Citizen than Elite.
well,
Bugs or...
I've had 2 ships blow up in Star Citizen so far. I've only done it once in Elite, and I've been playing Elite a lot longer.
Oh, I just intentionally crashed my Diamondback into the planet just last night.
Yeah, I've got a lot of rebuys in Elite. I've got a couple in Star Citizen, but the only difference is when I buy a Star Citizen ship, I always wait till they're on sale, and I always wait till they have lifetime insurance.
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah. So yeah. And I always buy the bigger ships that are more expensive. So, I'll buy a ship that's $149, another ship that's $129, because it's easy to buy other ships that are smaller in the game.
Yeah.
And when your account gets wiped, you don't have to worry about losing your big ship.
Menu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do the same thing. Most of my pledge ships are stuff like the C2, the Hull C, the Reclaimer, the Starfarer, the Endeavor, bigger ones, because you can grind up and get 2 million easy. If you've got a mole to do the mining, or you've got a Vanguard to do combat missions, then you can easily get that up there. You need ideas for Elite... Mute Discord. You need ideas for Elite swag? Well... there's a bit of a joke in Elite Dangerous. Open star map. Open star map. Oh, great. Fuck you then, don't listen. There's a bit of a joke in Elite Dangerous about a station called Hutton Orbital, because it's so far out there. what I would recommend is maybe do something like that. Ron could explain it more, but there's a station in... Oh, where the hell is it? Yeah, the free Anaconda... Yeah. Yeah, the free Anaconda thing. Really? There it is, Alpha Centauri. In Alpha Centauri, there's a station. It's way out in the fucking middle of nowhere. And... yeah, there it is. 6 million light seconds away. So what I would recommend is maybe do something regarding that, like for the mug, or I went in the hut in the orbital and all I got was this lame-ass t-shirt. I think that would be awesome. You know, something like that. I went in the hut in the orbital, all I got was a lame-ass t-shirt. Or you could do, I got that, it's just not Splinterful's ideas and Star Citizen. Yeah, definitely. I love my Star Citizen cup, so you could definitely do the ones like this for Elite Dangerous. You know you've got that, I know you've got those Pilsner glasses. Maybe make some that say, Rackham's Peak. There's a station at the top of the galaxy. Is it R-A-C-K-H-A-M? Peak? No? I'm misspelling Rackham. Son of a bitch. How the hell you spell it? You've got the Rackham's Peak already in the shop? I've got it bookmarked. I was pretty sure I had it bookmarked. It's like HIP something. It's way the fuck up there. There it is. Rackham's Peak. There it is. But that's a station way up there at the top of the galaxy. You can't go any further up. Okay. So you could actually do something that says like Rackham's Peak on those Pilsner glasses. That would be cool too.
You hit someone with a taser and they're holding something, they're now squeezing it extremely hard because their muscles involuntarily contract. So now that person's on the ground with a knife and you're screaming, let go of the knife, let go of the knife, but they can't let go of it because you're tasing them. You know? So, yeah. Taser's not the best
It's a catch-22 scenario.
Yeah, and then after 15 seconds, they're going to get up and come at you, and the taser has a 3-second cooldown before you can give another ride. So, yeah.
Ride the lightning. Yeah, I don't think so. Wait. I thought after a taser, even after those 15 seconds, you don't want to do anything.
Depends on how much adrenaline they've got in them.
Some people can fight through it and get up. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're on dope, I mean, they're going to get up and they're going to... Hold on.
Yeah, but how often are people on... Well, okay.
He's in L.A.
Yeah. There's literally a place called, I think it's something Row.
Fucking screaming, man. Okay. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Taser, 15 minutes.
There's
they'll fight through it. You know, I've seen them fight through it. You know, but the coolest thing is that upon the first deployment, when you go, get on the ground, I'm going to tase you. Get on the ground, I'm going to tase you. And they're like, man, go ahead and fucking tase me. And it's like, okay, so you're not going to get on the ground? Yeah, fuck you, man. And you're like, okay. And you tase them. The second you hear the pop and those, barbs go into the body, their whole body, like, tenses up. And you can see the look on their face like, oh, shit, this wasn't a very good idea. It's like a coming to Jesus moment. It really is. And then they go, boom, and they, like, hit the ground. It's not like they can break their fall. No, their whole body freezes up, and then they go straight down. You know, I hate to say we don't laugh, but it's like you try your hardest not to. You know?
Oh, no. So I did 8 years in the Marine Corps, right?
I think.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for your support. And it's funny because in boot camp, 8 years ago, gotta leave my sense of time. There are so much things that are happening that are funny and hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But you can't laugh.
You know, I used to do NCIS on MCRD. I used to go and watch the drill instructors yell at the recruits. It was funny.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
It was funny, man.
You can't laugh that. And the drill instructors,
ready to jump?
They think it's funny too, but they don't laugh because they're trying to keep up appearances. So they just continue to yell.
Oh man, it's so freaking hilarious, man. I gotta admit that was one of the best jobs I ever had.
So I do have a question. I've seen video of people being tased, and it just simply, I mean, both probes contacted, and they were getting shocked. Is the way I'm going to word it. Have you ran into people that it didn't affect? Because I've seen videos of people getting tased and just continue to walk, and like they'll have an arm spasm or something, or they'll just act like nothing happened. Have you seen that?
So if you go on YouTube, there's a video called "I'll Get You, Bitch." Okay, and it's Metro. It's a North Las Vegas PD, and they pull up on this dude that's having a domestic with his girlfriend, and the guy's like, "Get on the ground." The guy's like, "Nah," and he tries to take him to the ground, and the guy's resisting. So he points the taser and he tases him, and the guy gets hit with a taser, and he looks at the officer and he looks back at the girl, and he points and he goes, "I'll get you, bitch." And the officer takes him to the ground. So, there is no tool. There's no tool that works 100% of the time. I mean, OC is really nasty. I mean, that shit really hurts. I hate when people deploy OC. Like, I get mad if I'm in a fight and an officer deploys OC because I know that shit's gonna get all over me too. So I get really pissed. But the interesting thing is there are some people I've sprayed and they've just been like, "What the heck? What do you shoot me with water?" And then they jump on me and it's like, oh my god. Here we go. So nothing works 100% of the time. Earlier on in my career, I stopped a guy that was on PCB, and the dude threw my partner over the hood of our car. And so then he started running after me, and I'm like, oh, screw this. So I started running. And he's chasing me around the car over and over again for like 5 laps until I turned, drew my weapon, and said, stop, and he kept coming. So I said, all right, cool, this is it. Fired 5 rounds in his chest, and he stopped. Looked at his chest, looked back at me, and started screaming and running at me. And I'm like, oh shit, that didn't work. So I holstered my weapon and ran, dude. And after about 3 minutes of running around the car, the dude stopped in front of my car, stopped screaming, looked at the car, started screaming, and then just dropped dead from a loss of blood.
I just have a question on that.
Adrenaline.
5 shots? Like I get you don't like it's in the heat of the moment. But after the first 3 in the chest, my thought process would be like, all right, he's not going down.
Well, that's why I fired 5 rounds and he stopped running. So I was like, okay, now what? And again, I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I keep firing? But I mean, he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So the threat has been neutralized.
Yeah.
So if I keep shooting, would that be excessive?
Repairs,
it seems like it would.
Fuel, weapons.
And then the guy just, start running again. I'm like, oh shit, keep running. That didn't work.
Completed.
So, the only thing I'll take it back. I have seen something that I believe works 100% of the time, and that's a beanbag. And
really,
I've had people on PCP. I shot them with a beanbag, and man, they go down, and they go down. I mean, they just like kind of stay down for a minute. It's like they're collecting their thoughts and, going over their life decisions at that point.
That might not have been a good idea.
Yeah, the beanbag is cool as shit. Let me tell you. Mm-hmm. The first time I used it, my partner was like, "Grab the beanbag." I'm like, "All right." So I grab it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Would you like me to clear the area?
We're looking at the guy, and the guy's standing there with the knife. They're trying to talk him down. And the guy's like, "Man, I just want to die. I'll just try to kill one of you." And they're like, "Take him." Right. And I'm like, "Oh shit, really?" So I shot him once, and I just chambered another round and shot him again, and this dude hit the ground. He said, "Oh my god!" And then they cuff him up. They're like, "Man, you're all right. Get up." And so they're picking him up, but he's like, "No, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm gonna die." And they're like, "No, man, you got shot with a beanbag." He goes, "What? Man, that shit hurts. Why would you do that to somebody?" I'm just like, oh my gosh, man. So that shit works great. I mean, we've shot him at multiple people. And for some reason, people do not like the beanbag, man.
I mean, I think it's a better alternative than an actual bullet.
Oh, yeah.
It's like in between a taser and a bullet.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's insane. It doesn't feel good, I can tell you that much.
No, I can imagine.
I'm gonna try to find out. So
during all those LA riots, they were rioting in the federal building here in LA, and we went out to go. Our snatch team went out to go grab a guy, and so we went out and we went to go snatch this dude out, and a guy came running at us, and the two officers on cover started firing the shotgun, and one of them was not a very good shot, man. That beanbag hit me in the back, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, at least it hit the back and not the face.
Yeah,
and I imagine the damage that would have happened.
Dude, I had fucking gear on. I had inches and inches of bulletproof vest and tactical gear. That shit still hurt. I mean, it gave me my whole back looked like the size of a fist was pitch black.
Jeez.
I got home. My wife was like, "You need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "No, I'm fine." She's like, "No, that's not normal." I'm like, "It's fine. Leave it alone." But yeah, it's.
Why are you in the fertilizers?
Because I wanted to hear the room noises. There's no better reason. Honestly, I wanted to hear the noises.
That's funny. He's not the best ship, dude.
Oh man, the sound is awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
The sound in the fertilizers is great.
I love how it spools up, goes.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to jump over and check my other carrier, see how the platinum level was on it. It's only got 1,000 tons on a buy order, so figure why not travel with a rum noise.
Heck yeah.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad. Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
I've heard the Mamba has a cool sound too, but I don't know. I've never flown the Mamba.
I don't remember the Mamba. I guess because I don't fly it that often.
I never bought one. I bought the Fertilance, flew it a few times in a combat zone, and then I think I went back to mining for a little bit or doing cargo runs. I love doing cargo runs and mining. So you play Star Citizen as well?
Yeah, I do.
Hit me up next time you're in Star Citizen. Same name as on Twitch as I am on Star Citizen.
Oh, I'll do that, man. But it's been a while, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I'll be 6 months since I've been on Star Citizen.
Yeah, I'm waiting on 317 to drop to live. It's in PTU right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of, if I knew that they were gonna, wipe the game and start in a month, then yeah, I'd probably go do it. I have I've used, what is it called, Octopus? It's a VR emulator that emulates Star Citizen into VR.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if they up their VR a little bit and
Ron was talking. They announced that they're starting to work on VR support for Star Citizen.
Nice.
Yeah. And then if they release the game, should I be all for it? All for it. I mean, I paid enough money, in the game. I bought the Constellation pack, so that cost me, I think, $1,300. My most expensive ship, But I mean, it comes with I think I came with two other starfighters. So, and then 2 exploration SRVs. So.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's it's neat. I just kept buying, like I said, whenever they come on sale, and they have that that lifetime warranty. That's cool. And that lifetime insurance.
Yep. Yeah, that's the same thing I do.
Hold on.
All right, we're gonna see if we can find somebody. Cyclaz, are you gonna be on a little bit longer, or are you fixing a dip?
She's deafened.
Then we're gonna raid Gabby. I love Gabby. Gabby does some great. If you guys haven't watched Gabby, you've got to watch Gabby. She is great. I love when she's in Elite Dangerous. I want to thank everybody for popping in tonight. joining me in the Discord, joining me in the channel. I appreciate you. I need to cut it here. It's been a super long day. I'm super tired. We're going to raid and join Miss Gabby Agura. She is awesome. You're going to love her stream. I will stream again on Friday night. I don't know whether it's going to be Elite Dangerous and Mining or whether it'll be Star Citizen, so we'll see.
I thought you said you were going to stream tomorrow night, too. I thought you said the missus had something going on.
If she does her Thursday thing, then I'm going to stream. So, but that's TBD.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Friday. I might just join you on Friday. So.
There was this robot in the 80s called Johnny 5. Very cool.
Jump in the game.
You know him by chance?
I don't know if I could mine as good, but you know.
So we're gonna raid her. We're gonna raid her. So I'll see you guys a little later.